wherever we design, wherever we manufacture, everything is done the Jendamark way. We bring one thing which most customers look for in aerospace, and that is accountability. The buck stops with us, with no excuses given by Jendamark. In aerospace, it's not just the end product, it is the process to achieve the end product. I think it's a combination of human and machine efficiency which actually defines the productivity of the entire factory. I believe persistency beats intelligence every time.
As we are exploring AeroDef 2026 and understanding how the industry is evolving, Himanshu, we want to understand Jendamark has been working across aerospace tooling, automation and digital manufacturing systems, and also with global aerospace players. Could you help us understand what you are showcasing here at AeroDef?
Thank you, Tabish. First of all, thanks for having me on this episode of yours. I think what we are trying to showcase is the whole stack, which means manufacturing in aerospace, tooling, jigs and fixtures. But as the aerospace industry is evolving, we also have complex assemblies to be done along with just pure manufacturing of components.
Yeah.
So that's where automation comes in existence or automation comes in play. And now with automation in play, by default, to enhance efficiencies and productivity and mandatory traceability, we have to bring the digital transformation or the digital layer.
Correct.
So we are one company which does hardcore manufacturing, automation and software solutions as well.
Right. Jendamark operates across regions like India, South Africa and Germany with manufacturing, R&D and customer engagement, distributed globally. How does this global structure influence the way you design and deliver manufacturing systems?
So we are actually a very strong knit company. So although we are geographically separated in terms of distance in South Africa, US, Germany and India, but the fabric which is connecting all across is the same, which means we have the same systems, the same design philosophy. Most importantly, we have the same DNA, and that ensures that wherever we design, wherever we manufacture, everything is done the Jendamark way. And that is something very important which we have embedded in our systems. Even when a new employee joins, he's groomed the Jendamark way of doing things, and that has ensured that our customers actually don't realize from where the solutions are coming. For them, it's coming from Jendamark.
Like you said, Jendamark way, there is an end-to-end thinking, your process basically. From what I understand, you operate across the full life cycle, from concept and design to manufacturing, installation, even training. How important is this end-to-end approach when working on complex aerospace systems specifically?
I think it is more pertinent in aerospace for complex systems, because we bring one thing which most customers look for in aerospace, and that is accountability.
Correct.
The buck stops with us. We are responsible for the start and the end and everything that happens in the between. So our customers have that faith that whatever happens when it starts, it will end the way they expected, with no excuses given by Jendamark. And I think that's the accountability which Jendamark brings, which is very important in aerospace, because it's complicated first already. There is zero tolerance, and when you have a zero tolerance kind of a concept, you can't actually say it is not my fault, or you can't push the buck to somebody else. So when we have this whole stack, like I mentioned, for aerospace, it starts and stops with us, and that's very important for aerospace.
Well, you just said buck stops here, and the other thing about aerospace is precision.
Yes.
In aerospace manufacturing, even micron level variation can impact system performance. And I noticed your work with tolerances as tight as few microns, right? How do you ensure that level of precision consistently across systems?
To be honest, it's no straight answer, or there is no rule book that every time if you follow this process, you will always get the exact accuracy you're looking for. It's a combination of factors. Our experience, we have got a very experienced machine shop. We have got technicians who have been with us for 30 years. We've got very good machinery setup as well. Plus, I think the passion to achieve and not deviate from what is expected in the end. That is something which we really believe in. So this combination of technicians, experienced technicians, good quality machines, and the passion to ensure that the microns are always achieved. that's something which is fundamental. And like I said, there is no one success rule book that if you do these things, it will always happen. Sometimes it is material, sometimes it is machine, sometimes it is man. A combination has to work individually in each project to make it successful.
Yeah. I'll go to tooling and applications, aerospace, and which is also mentioned on your flyer. You're working on tooling like lifting systems, fixtures, and welding devices, which may not always be visible but are critical for aerospace, right? How important are these in ensuring overall system accuracy?
I think it's paramount important to understand that each of these systems have their own pros and cons, or plus and minuses, and playing within those tolerances of each system ensures that the combined effect is positive for us, or in terms of what our customers are looking for. So when you have welding, we focus on what is the right way of welding, the process of welding, the operator of welding, the raw material for welding, the machine for welding. When it goes from welding to the machining process, we focus on those as well. So our integrated process across the whole value chain, that is something which makes our customers confident of what Jendamark can deliver for the aerospace components.
Wonderful. You have worked with global aerospace players like Boeing, Lockheed Martin. How does working with such organizations shape your approach to precision and systems?
I think it is, to be honest, it's not easy. Or at least it wasn't easy right in the beginning, because there is a fundamental difference in terms of how success is measured in automotive and aerospace. In automotive, typically the end result matters. So if I am delivering a jigs fixed or a jig or tooling to an automotive customer, he will look at, in the end, the product, is it meeting his requirements? In aerospace, it's not just the end product, it is the process to achieve the end product, which means what cutting speeds you're using, which machines you're using, which coolant you're using. Everything is precisely monitored. It has to be as per the requirements, which obviously ensures the end product, but we also have to log in and keep a record of everything that went in manufacturing the component. It's just not enough to say we have made something and it is meeting the end requirements of quality. It is the whole process, right from your raw material selection, what kind of raw material it is, the metallurgical test for those raw materials. So that's the thing which we learned when we are working with Boeings and all other companies, is not just the end result, the step 1 to reach the step 10 is also important, and that's the process which we have always followed now, and irrespective of who the customer is, that's the thing which we do, and which I think that's why it puts us in a better control of achieving the end result.
Right, wonderful. When I'm at Jendamark's booth, I should also speak about very important platform, which is ODIN. Which we also explore being a human-centric smart factory solution, right? Which focuses on operator guidance, process control, and data visibility on the shop floor. How is this changing the way machines, operators, and the data come together in real manufacturing environments? And this is very relevant when we are speaking about Industry 5.0, being technologies being human-centric. What about it?
So typically ODIN was developed based on our experience of working on the shop floor. Because we were an automation company, we were always on the shop floor. We realized and understood the problems firsthand what our customers are facing. And when the industrial revolution or Industry 4.0 started, a lot of companies or software solution provider companies were focusing on improving machine uptime and just on the machine improvement, machine efficiency, which we realized that that's not the only problem our customers have. I think it's a combination of human and machine efficiency which actually defines the productivity of the entire factory. So we developed, although we are machine experts, we know what our machine efficiencies are, we developed ODIN, which addresses even the human efficiency while taking care of the machine efficiency. So you are monitoring machine efficiency, you are monitoring human efficiency, and the combination of that is what we show to our customers, and here's what your real issues are. Sometimes it could be human, sometimes it could be machine, but we are not looking at only one segment or one part of the factory. And that's why we call it the human-centric software solution, ODIN. Now, coming to aerospace, in fact, this approach of making us human-centric software is more evident or more necessary in aerospace, because a lot of processes in aerospace today are manual because of the way the aerospace process works. Especially if you think of assembly, it is not a 2-minute takt time assembly like that you typically have in a automotive industry, 60 seconds or 2 minutes. It is probably 2 days, 3 days.
Correct.
Right? And now imagine the number of steps an operator has to do, follow, remember to meet that end result. And we show the operator every single step visually, so he doesn't have to remember that. Even if he doesn't know English, we can show it in his local language. So it helps him to understand in his own language. We are monitoring the time, how much he's taking for each process step. We are showing which parts to pick. When it comes to the assembly of the aerospace component or assembly, we make sure it doesn't go somewhere else, but except that where it's supposed to go. So this continuous monitoring guidance is crucial to make sure of 100% perfect assembly. And in the end, all this data is available in our own software in ODIN for analysis. And what we also demonstrated today was conversational AI, wherein like ChatGPT, you don't have to look at a huge data dump or a lot of Excel and graphs. You can specifically ask through our agents. If I say we have an agent called Sally, hey Sally, what is today's quality output? Or what is the top quality concern today on my shop floor? And Sally will tell you exactly what is happening, looking into the lines and lines of data which has come from various process steps in ODIN. And that is something which we found is very powerful, using AI on the shop floor to deliver and solve the real problems, which your problem could be different than mine. And so I can ask as an individual, I would like to know my logistics problem for this station. I would like to know how do I improve efficiency of an operator. So that's the kind of real value which ODIN Insights, that's the AI software which we have, creates for our manufacturers or customers.
It reflects you have a comprehensive solutions across not only for technology but also for the people, and that reflects on your logo as well, tech and people. How do you see this balance playing out on the shop floor today?
I think it is a good question. I think it's very engaging for us to see that, like the whole, actually the initially our whole slogan before tech people came in was focused on technology and passionate about people. Right, and that's how then we came with tech and people together, because that was too long to put on the logo. And I think it's in our social life and what we have seen and why we call it tech and people together, because we believe, and we have seen this in our social life, people are more accustomed to adopt new technology. Right, 5 years back there was no Zoom or Teams meetings. When now it's a norm. We have already moved over from search engines to AI engines, ChatGPTs, and all of the necessary. So we are evolving in our social life. UPI scanning. We don't carry cash anymore. Right, it's all on the phone. So in our social life we have adopted tech. But somehow we see that in the professional side or on the business side, there is still a hesitancy to adopt the same tech which is there in your social life in work. Of course, there are cybersecurity issues and etc. But those can be taken care of. But wanting to adopt the technology by the people on the shop floor, that's very important, because I believe the tech is there, the people are ready. It's just bringing them together on the shop floor. That's going to happen with solutions like ODIN.
I think one of the solutions that is getting technology and people together is the solution ODIN Education. How do you ensure that technology actually empowers people rather than replaces them?
So ODIN Education is actually our passion. It is not a software solution for industry. It's actually our EdTech platform. So we created a full stack EdTech platform with an embedded hardware of our own developed software solution called ODIN Education or OMANG. Now this solution goes actually to underprivileged children in rural areas.
Oh, wonderful.
So what they get is, those students, their only issue is they are born in a place where there is lack of education and there is lack of knowledge. Because they are born in that place, they start with a disadvantage and probably they can never overcome the disadvantage by just being born geographically outside the metro cities. The children in the metro cities, they have access to immense knowledge. They are surrounded, their parents are knowledgeable, they are surrounded by ecosystem which supports their growth.
Yeah.
So what we are doing is we are taking that ecosystem digitally to rural areas. Wonderful. So on the tablet, students get textbooks, reference videos, and all of this is on a safe platform. So they cannot access YouTubes, they cannot access unnecessary, unwanted stuff. They can only access stuff which is allowed by ODIN education. And in addition to the education part, we are also imparting life skills. So we conduct life skills lessons, mental well-being lessons for these students, which is important for their overall growth. And then I think that's something which we believe strongly is going to bridge the gap between rural India and urban India through this tech platform.
Yeah, right. You had your own journey, right? Now you being a CEO of Jendamark India Pvt Ltd. Is there one moment or one experience that really shaped who you are in this industry?
It would be unfair on all other moments, because I did have several moments throughout my professional career.
Right.
Obviously, one of them, the first one is always special for everybody. That is your first job. I still remember I got placed in Tata Motors as a young engineer out of college, and when they announced the result, I had goosebumps. And I still think of that, and that's something which gave me my kickstart.
Yeah.
And of course, the last one is almost exactly 10 years back. I joined Jendamark April 25th, 2016. And now in a couple of weeks, I'll be finishing 10 years in Jendamark.
Wonderful.
And I think that's
congratulations.
Thank you. So between the first job starting with Tata Motors and 10 years back joining Jendamark, I think these have been two of my high points because they have shaped what I am today.
Absolutely, absolutely. There are many engineers, young engineers, aspiring engineers watching content like this, thinking about their careers. What's your message to them about building a future in manufacturing in India?
I think manufacturing in India is, I honestly believe, is going to really explode almost to the levels of what the .com boom happened 20 years back.
Right.
I think we are set and we are poised to grow in manufacturing. Everybody's looking at China plus one. We offer the next best infrastructure, ecosystem, and environment. I think that's something very important that people want to get into manufacturing now. Of course, there is a bit of hesitancy when it comes to, is manufacturing going to survive? But I think if there's one business area which has survived all the ups and downs, it's actually manufacturing. We don't have a growth trajectory as most other divisions or companies have, or in terms of businesses have, like IT or banking.
Correct.
But it has got a consistent growth, which actually is stability. That is very important for anybody who wants to have a stable understanding of life.
Right.
And as a message, I've always told this to even to my colleagues, my team as well in Jendamark, and also to a lot of ODIN education students, is I believe persistency beats intelligence every time. So I think not everybody is born with intelligent brains, not everybody is born with a high IQ, but I have, in my personal experience also, I think if I am persistent in something, even if I am not as intelligent as most others could be, but with persistence, I have managed to overcome every obstacle. And I think that's a message which I would like to give to everybody, that be persistent in your road ahead. Don't think that you're, I'm not as good as somebody else.
Right.
If that's the only point you lose. If you are persistent, you will beat anybody.
We are in AeroDef. I'm gonna ask this question to you. India's defense budget is 7.85 lakh crore this year. Of that, honestly, how much do you think actually stays within India for own manufacturing ecosystem?
I wish 100%, but I think that's not the reality. I would be, I don't know the exact numbers, how much it would stay, but I believe even if we are able to keep 50% of that in India, that would be an immense boost to the entire defense industry in India.
You have been walking this floor. What's the one technology or company here that's genuinely surprised or excited you?
I think there were very few very good infrastructure supported companies, very good innovative solutions, not the big ones. And what I like about this AeroDef Expo is they're not big companies, massive booths. I was here a couple of months back at the India AI mission as well. We were presenting here as well.
Yeah.
There we had these massive conglomerates, Microsofts and Googles presenting their huge booths.
Yeah.
What I see here is a buzz for innovation.
Right.
Everybody is bringing something. There was 3D printing guys, there were machining guys, there were CAD guys, there were guys who are actually even selling packing. And that for me was an entire ecosystem is actually present here with small companies wanting to do good in their own way for Indian aerospace and defense.
Yeah.
And I think that's a unique takeaway for me here.
One last question. Where can people find you or learn more about what your organization is doing?
On our website, jendamark.io, or follow me, Himanshu at Jendamark, or you can write to me at himanshu@jendamark.in, or best is LinkedIn. I think nowadays everything is on LinkedIn, and we are quite an open book. We show everything that we are doing on LinkedIn.
Thank you so much. It was pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.